two different audiences. We have people that are scaling, and then we have people just starting off. So the people that are scaling past that seven-figure range, going to eight, what do you see as the main constraints that you kind of have to deal with and walk people through?
Leaders. The thing from going 7 to 8 figures is you can't lead the whole business yourself. You need to have a management team that is stronger in every aspect of the business than you are yourself. So as a CEO, a founder, we're supposed to be good generalists and visionaries, and we're going to infuse energy into different departments. Like when I look at what I do today in Trainual, I spend sometimes a season of my energy will go deep into our product, where I'm talking to customers, I'm hanging out with our product managers, I'm sketching with our designers on the whiteboards, and that's where all my energy's going. And then maybe a different season, I'm going all in on partnerships and developing new channels, and that's where all my energy goes. But I have leaders across every department that if I'm not looking at their department, they're doing a way better job running it day to day than I could. I think hiring the right people fast is the best thing you can do to scale. You need to figure out the areas of your business that you shouldn't be running anymore and put leaders in place, not just managers, but leaders in place that can oversee that and have a vision for how to make it better.
One of the most requested questions or solutions that people were looking for in the masterminds that we put on, which are for 7 to 9 figure entrepreneurs, was how to find top A-level talent. So I know you got a little something from me, Chris. So give me some golden nuggets on how to find and attract A-level talent for your company.
Well, find and attract are the two different areas. And so first I'll start with attract. People want to work at some place that attracts them, some place that's cool, and so your employer brand, the culture that you developed, the referrals, the testimonials, the videos that are on your website, the stuff that people hear about your brand attracts people that want to work with that. And so, for our brand, we are sponsoring Ironman races where our logo is on the medal. We've got signs in Sky Harbor at the airport where we are partnered with the Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Mercury. We are, Inc. Best Places to Work 4 years in a row. And so by appearing in these awards and showing up in these publications, anybody locally that's like, oh, I want to kind of be in the software business, they're going to see us near the top of the list or at the top of the list and be like, oh, that's one of the companies that I aspire to work at. And so part of that attraction is just building a brand and a reputation. And then the other part is finding people, like the best people out there are not just looking for their next job. They're passionate about what they're already doing. And so it's up to me to be reaching out to people on Instagram and LinkedIn, following their content, engaging with them, like networking when I go to in-person events so that I can find the next bench of talent and say, why aren't you working at Trainual? Like, you're amazing. I would love to work with you. And part of it is definitely attracting people from whatever they're doing.
That's amazing. How good did it feel when you actually were on that Inc.'s, best places to work? Because that just seems like an amazing thing to accomplish.
So good. So like with, Inc. 5000 is the fastest growth. We've been on that for the last 3 years. And the only reason it hasn't been for 6 years is they require 3 years of company history before you can even apply. And so we've been on that every year we're eligible. But I always thought like the revenue growth is a kind of a vanity story, but what's it like behind the curtains? And consulting, I interviewed so many people that just like were toxic cultures. I'm more proud of the Inc. Best Places to Work nationally, which is a smaller list. I think it's only 400 or 500 companies, than about the Inc. 5000 growth one. So yeah, it's a special culture here.
What's one thing that you can, attribute to winning that award? What kind of culture do you guys try to, fit? I guess really stand out compared to other places. I know you mentioned sponsoring, but what else is something that you guys do that's kind of different?
Well, this seems like such a low bar, but maybe anybody listening to this is like, oh yeah, I do need to work on that. So we do this thing where we ask all of our employees for feedback regularly in like an engagement survey. And then we analyze the results of the engagement survey. And then we announce all of the like things that people asked for, complained about, whatever, and then we act on it. So those are the 4 A's that kind of go into that. It's really, really simple, but the most common thing when I was consulting that I heard is that people just don't feel cared about. Their ideas are not put into action. Their requests are not taken and acted upon. Their expertise is not sought after. They don't feel empowered to do what they're doing. And when you've got like a disengaged workforce and team, they're not going to show up every day wanting to make the place better. And so I think the number one thing we do is that 4A process, where we're just asking for feedback, analyzing results, announcing, like sharing it, screenshots, and saying, here's what you all said, and then taking commitment to actually act on it.